am really not sure how it took me this long to realize that I've never told y'all the story about how I made 1,000 subscribers on Twitch in 4 months. If you're new around here, in a previous video I talked about how I got Twitch partner in 2 months, and I always mention whenever I tell that story that I hit 1,000 subscribers in 4 months as well, but I've really never talked about it, and I don't know why. I'm dumb? I'm not dumb. I'm a smart bitch that makes bad decisions sometimes. There we go. So what I'm gonna do in this video is give you some tips for how you can grow your subscribers. If y'all have any great advice for people to help them grow their sub counts as well, feel free to leave it down below in the comments, and we can all help each other and support each other so that we can all become Twitch millionaires. That's really my ultimate goal. I want to help y'all make money. Oh hey, go watch my money playlist. Those videos never really perform super great, but I'm super passionate about them because I got myself out of poverty and I want to help y'all do the same thing. So if you need it, I got you, baby. Okay, so the first thing that I did to get 1,000 subscribers on Twitch, and this thing changed my entire trajectory of what happened with my content creation, that is that I looked at Twitch as a market instead of just a place for me to go live and not think about it. I thought about what exists already here and what doesn't exist yet that I could potentially fill that spot. The reason that this works is because analyzing Twitch as a market helps you find a niche within it. And whenever you find a niche within it, that means that you are solving a specific problem for people, as opposed to just being another streamer who just goes live and the only problem that they solve is they provide a community space. So the reason that this helps so much is because it helps you immediately differentiate yourself versus 99% of the platform, because almost everyone is just going live and attracting whoever will come into their stream. They don't care about all of these like audience components. They don't care about development and growth, and they're not really thinking about it in terms of a business. But whenever you think about your stream in terms of a business, that's gonna make you do things and make certain choices that will make you a better creator than the average streamer. A lot of people are wisening up to this though, so a lot of people are starting to do this. That means that if you haven't done this already and you haven't found an audience for yourself, you need to do this as soon as possible. Lucky for you, I have an audience training to help you figure out who you should help, and I also have a free workbook for you filled with the 6 exercises that I used to figure out who my audience was. There's a link for that down below if you haven't snagged it already. Oh, also, there's a ton of freaking free stuff in our Discord. If you haven't come to discord.gg/AshniChrist already, make sure that you do that. We actually got to keep our partner. Shouldn't have been surprised, but I guess that I was, because, ooh, Discord partner, dog. What happened? I'm really having these super masculine words like dog and bro slip back into my vocabulary again. I'm not really sure how this happened. Make Ashni's vocabulary great again. So step 1 was I looked at Twitch as a market. I identified what wasn't being done yet. At the time, no one was giving stream education advice. They were not making YouTube videos about it. So I decided that was the space that I was going to occupy, and I slid my comfy butt right into step 2. What is a comfy butt? The comfy butt step is that I really can't take it seriously. Step 2, I started creating free content for people. Of course, if you want to hit 1,000 subscribers on Twitch, you have to actually be on Twitch. But I didn't start with Twitch. I actually started by making videos on YouTube. I did this for 4 to 6 months or so. And then after I built momentum on YouTube, that's whenever I brought that momentum back to Twitch. And that's why I was able to get partnered so quickly, which I already recommended you watch that video, but make sure you watch the video of how I got partnered in 2 months. And just because I know this is going to be confusing for some people, because I say I've been on Twitch since 2012/2013, that's whenever I started. I streamed until 2015. I stopped for a few months. I flirted with it a bit, but then I didn't come back full time until 2018 in May. And so whenever I say I hit Twitch partner in 2 months, or I hit 1,000 subscribers in 4 months, it's after recommitting myself in May 2018. I've been on this platform freaking forever, a million years at this point, a million. But consistency is hard, am I right? I talk a lot more about that journey and my journey of going from 20 average viewers for 4 years up to 250 plus average viewers in my ebook, Build Your Dream Stream. Check that out. You get a link for it down below. It's pretty good. 2,000 people have bought it, so it's okay, I guess. So the next thing that I did, this was step 3, is that I finally started streaming on Twitch. But I also did something that I don't see a lot of people do anymore, and that is that I used goals to incentivize subscribers. I think a lot of streamers feel genuinely bad for making money on Twitch, and they don't want their communities to feel like they're just a number to them. But the problem with this is that your community loves celebrating with you, and they love supporting you. And this is why it's so important to have sub goals and have sub incentives, because it encourages them to participate in this movement of you hitting these sub goals, and they feel like they're more a part of the stream, which ultimately is going to want to make them come back over and over again as a viewer. Just because you have a sub goal doesn't mean that their money is the only thing that you care about. So what I used to do was I would actually have different goals for 100 increments of subscribers. I would hit my first 100 subscribers, I actually hit in the first 2 days of streaming, and then I set a goal for 200 subscribers, and then 300, and then 400, and then 500, and then 750, and then 1,000. And when we hit all of those, we did a celebration stream, and I would do some dumb shit. I used to put a little Naruto headband on my head, and I'd do the run anytime that we got a bunch of subs. I'd blow bubbles, do little dances, and honestly, the quality of my streams at this time was freaking garbage. People weren't subscribing because it looked good, that's for sure. They were subscribing because they liked me for some reason. Weird. The next thing that I did in order to hit 1,000 subscribers on Twitch is that I did something that is super important for you to do for your subs, which is I made them feel influential. If you're a large streamer with a lot of chat happening, this doesn't really matter as much, but whenever you're a small streamer, it is very important that you react to your subs in a way that makes them feel like their sub or their gift subs actually really mattered to you. If you're like, oh, thanks, that is going to generate a lot less subscribers for you over time versus someone who is like, are you serious? Are you sure? Like, are you sure? You really? Now that's an arguably bad example, but there are a lot more examples that we could use here to differentiate someone who gets really excited by their subs and someone who does not. But I have seen this rule hold true for pretty much every single streamer that I have coached and the streamers that I've spent time in the streams of. Grammar. Now, when you're being grateful and you're showing them all this emotion, that doesn't mean be fake. It should be genuine emotion. That should be how you really feel about it. I guarantee you, most of you, when you get a sub, you probably feel a lot more excited than you actually show, right? Part of your job as a streamer is breaking down that barrier between the things that you're actually thinking and feeling and being able to break down that barrier so you can communicate it to your audience in a way that brings them closer to your emotions and your thought processes. And showing people who subscribe that you react really positively to those subs is going to encourage a chain reaction. People will see how excited you get, and they're going to want to keep that excitement up. They're going to want to feel like they are part of that experience, and this is where the sub train comes in, my friend, which did not exist whenever I hit 1,000 subscribers on Twitch, but is a really awesome tool that you can use now to further the hype that first subscriber generated. You just have to be paying attention enough and excited enough in order to draw more attention to that subscriber or to that sub gifter. This is how you get more whales, which are the people within the Twitch community who sub gift a ton. The thing is with whales, they want to influence not just you, like they want to feel that everybody in your community views them as someone who is super generous and really supportive of you. Now, this can go the wrong direction, and they sometimes can feel like they should have a level of control over the broadcast or the community. Do not lose control of your space. You are the one in charge, not anyone else, no matter how much freaking money they give you. But it is okay to give your audience the feelings that they want to feel whenever they use their money on your channel, right? I think that not having an emotional, excited reaction for your new subscribers or your sub-gifters is actually a major disservice to them in some situations, because that's the emotion that they're looking for and they just don't get it, right? So you're essentially not giving them what they're wanting to support you for, and then that sucks. Like, why would they continue to spend money without getting what they wanted? Now, this is definitely on a case-by-case basis. There are some large creators who don't even have to acknowledge their subscribers at all. There are some people who are very chill, who will get a decent amount of subs because their audience is so generous and wants to support them for some other reason. And then there are also people who will try to do this, and then the emotions will come across as kind of fake because they just aren't really breaking down that wall. If that wall still kind of exists, then it's going to be really difficult for you to genuinely feel these things, and that's going to make your excitement come across as potentially manipulative. We don't want to do that. We want these emotions to be genuine, but who doesn't genuinely get excited about subscribers, right? So this is what I did. I talk about this a little bit more in the Instagram post that is the companion post for this YouTube video. So go over to Instagram, you can hang out with me and check out my Instagram stories, and I respond to people over there and DM people so we can be friends. Ugh, that's so important, y'all. I want you to feel empowered, like you are brave enough and allowed to break down that wall that is preventing you from being your true, honest self with your community. Because without that authenticity, it's going to be nearly impossible for you to grow your stream. And it's also going to be really difficult for you to make money on Twitch. Making money on Twitch should be because we are celebrating ourselves and our communities. It shouldn't be something that we're doing out of pain or fear or anger. The next thing that I did, and this one is super helpful, is that I talked about my big goals. The first thing that I talked about was getting partnered on Twitch. How crazy would it be, y'all, if we got partnered in a couple of months? How awesome would it be to get a stream team? How cool is that going to be for us to grow as quickly as we kind of are? We're going to get there. Those are the type of things that I would say during my stream, and once I got partnered, all of that language switched over to hitting 1,000 subscribers. I can't believe that y'all are in the first 1,000 subscribers of this channel. How cool is it to be part of that crew, right? You are the OGs. When you say things like this, it does two different things. One, it helps them determine where to put their support. So some people will get confused as to how they can best support you without you directly telling them. So you need to be more clear and very obvious about what your goal is at the moment on your stream, and you need to have only one goal, okay? Those of you who are like totally making your stream super busy by having 12 different goals on there, it is detrimental to your ability to hit those goals because the attention is spread out in all different directions. What you need to do is give people focus. Tell them exactly what the goal is, exactly what you're doing, and bring everyone into it by talking about it and telling them how awesome it's going to be part of it. When a goal is finite and there's only a specific number to it, this is going to create a sense of urgency for people because not only do they know where to put their focus, but now they want to be part of those first 1,000 subscribers, right? And so that is going to create this urgency in them to click that button and to give subs to other people so that everyone that's there can become part of that experience. And this is something you can use at any point in your journey. This might be for your first 10 subscribers. This might work for your first 50 or 100 subscribers. Wherever you are, you can start using this language now in order to get your community excited about what you're doing. That was actually a big personal development like come to Jesus moment that I had, y'all, which was love yourself enough to ask for what you want. People aren't going to give it to you unless you ask, and this is why doing things like subathons even works so well, because people know exactly what you're asking for, and it's very clear. They know exactly what to do to fulfill that ask. Your community wants to support you. Let them. I really can't believe I'm telling y'all to be more emotional about your subs, considering I used to make fun of the girls who would cry whenever they got a lot of subs on Twitch. There were girls that would like roll around on the ground freaking out, and I used to make fun of that because I was mean and judgmental. Here I am, like, be more emotional, be honest, and be genuine. Although I will say some people take this the totally wrong direction, and they go the direction of using things like pity to try and get sympathy from people in order to grow their sub count. In my opinion, this is super wrong to do, and the reason for that is because it forces you to exhibit low quality, low vibe behaviors in order to make more money on Twitch. And I think what happens is that reinforces to you that low quality and low vibes are the way to get ahead, and it's just not true. You don't want to have to lower yourself down in order to be worthy of making money. That's not a good lesson to teach yourself. You want to exhibit high quality behaviors and have high vibes and still make money. I fear I might have created some monsters with this video, y'all, because this is a power that you should not use in a negative way. Please be ethical about the way that you use all these strategies that I shared here. Otherwise, you're a manipulator, and please don't manipulate people because that's horrible. Anyways, there's a lot of ways that you can make money on Twitch. Here's another way that I outlined here. This is something that you can use in order to get yourself to making $2,000 a month on Twitch. It also helped me get to the lane of making $10,000 a month on Twitch. So I will see y'all over in that one. Bye!